I'm sitting here doing my inventory pictures, and I thought this is a good time to also film my declutters because everything's out here. So if I can get my poop in a group, that is what we are doing today. You will see the inventory before you will see this. Let's talk about the collection that I have here of lipsticks. I never wear lipstick. I never wear lipstick. But I think the biggest reason why is because I don't really love my lips. Let's just be honest. When I'm looking at this, I'm seeing a lot in here that is part of my plan to pan for 2025. And here's the true tea. Do I want to keep products in this lip collection just because I have them on my plan to pan list? Or do I want to get rid of the things that I know are expired, that I don't 100% love, that might not serve me, and just go from there? And I think honestly, what will need to happen is that there are several items in here that I need to get rid of, even if they are in my plan to pan or not. So from a collection and declutter standpoint, these are my lipsticks and my lip crayons. And at this present moment, I have 81 right here. For somebody who does not wear lipstick, that can be a problem. This is my little declutter bin. So we are going to do all lip products today. And we're going to start with these because that's the first category in my lipstick space. I'm going to start with this. So this is a lipstick that I just brought into my collection via gratis. And I think I introed it in my makeup rehab finale / intro to 2025. And I said in that video that I didn't know that this was going to stay because I don't wear red lipsticks, and also this is a really orange red. So I haven't touched this. I've taken it out to like look at it, but I do think that I just need to declutter this because I am not going to wear this red ever in a billion years. So we are going to declutter this. This is going to be the first declutter, and this will go into a giveaway and potentially go to a good home. So there is one declutter. Next, I'm going to go to these because I do think that these also need to be decluttered. Honestly, I used the Clinique Chubby Stick Intense in Whole Lotta Honey last year in my project pan or deca panning, one or the other, or I think maybe both even, and I enjoyed it. However, there is a lot of lip product in here, and I don't need these 3 shades. I know I'm not going to wear this one because it is red. It is Robust Rouge. This berry one could be one that I would wear, but it just doesn't, I just don't think when I look at it, it brings me joy thinking about wanting to put it on my lips. So I am going to declutter these as well. And these actually have been in my collection since 2019. So they probably need to go anyways. They smell kind of like crayons. So they're definitely expired. They definitely need to go. Let's say I know I'm going to keep these. So this is a backup of the Clinique Almost Lipstick in Black Honey. I know that this is a product that I love. And I don't know why I have it in the lipstick category. It's more of like a gloss, but it is beautiful. And I think I just have it in the lipstick category because it's called Almost Lipstick. I don't know. I don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason, but I have a backup and then the one that's in use. So I will be keeping those. This one is new to me, and even though it's a matte, it is the NARS Power Matte High Intensity Lip Pencil in the shade Walkery. Even though it's matte, it feels so good that I think I will actually enjoy using it, and the color of it is just pretty. It's just so pretty, and I don't know, the coloring in my camera makes it look a little bit more pink than it actually is. This is actually kind of like a rusty browny red color, and I dig it. I think it's pretty, so I'll be holding on to that too, and it's relatively new to my collection. This is the Lorac Secret Agent. This is also a really old lipstick in my collection. This is the Alter Ego formula, and I don't even think that they make this formula anymore. It smells really good, but the last time I wore it, it kind of tugged at my lips a little bit more than it has in the past. So I think I'm gonna get rid of it because it's old and it probably needs to go. I think I brought this in to my collection my first year on YouTube, which was 2017. So that's old. It needs to go. So we'll declutter that one. This is a Revlon Super Lustrous Matte in the shade Shameless. This was from my neighbor when I lived in Eastern Washington. And I mean, it's a really pretty color. It kind of reminds me of the Lorac one, only a really, really matte version of it. I'm not a big matte lipstick fan, so I do think that I'm going to declutter this one as well. We're doing really good here. This one is the shade Lolita. It is a KVD lipstick from when it was, you know, Kat Von D. These are the Studded Kiss lipsticks, and it is pretty. It is really pretty, and I remember a day where I loved this lipstick so dang much. I do think that it is a little bit more tuggy than I remember it being. I do think that it is a little bit more matte than I remember it being. So this also came into my collection the first year I was on YouTube. So I do think I'm going to let this one go as well. Even though it pains me, it still smells really good. But I can tell that the formula has changed because it just doesn't look as beautiful as it did once upon a time. This is new, so I will be keeping this. This is Merit Baby, and oh, this is such a beautiful lipstick. Really pretty, like pinky nude shade. This is their signature lip, and so comfortable to wear and just really long lasting and beautiful. So we'll put that over here. This is also fairly new to my collection. This is the Lancome Absolute Rouge, and this is in the shade First Kiss. This I got in gratis at FLC, and even though it's a matte, which I don't 100% love, I do love this lipstick. It is really pretty, and it's really pretty on me as well, and it's engraved with my name, so I kind of have to keep it. This one, Dior, this is the Dior Addict Beige Oblique. I love this. This is probably my favorite lipstick of the year, and it's mostly just because it's super sheer, but it also has this like brownie nude sheeniness to it. It's so pretty, so I'll be holding on to that. Let's talk about these guys here. We have some crayons, because this is lipsticks and crayons. This one is my NYX Lingerie Push Up in the shade Push Up. I think Push Up is the shade. This is my NYX Lingerie crayon in the shade Push Up. And I kind of love this color, but I kind of hate this pencil. It's just so matte. I have so much of it left. I think I'm gonna declutter this. That's just really so matte. So I'm gonna declutter that. That was in my Shop My Stash. P.S. My Shop My Stash is probably not. I mean, when we do a refresh on it, it's going to be a refresh without going through the stuff that was in it, because I forgot to film that before I did this. This is my e.l.f. lip crayon in the shade Natural, and I really quite like this lip crayon. It's a beautiful, just kind of sheeny, pinky nude. Really pretty. I do love this lip crayon, so I am going to keep this one. And it still smells good. It's kind of old in my collection, but it's not super old, so this is the KVD after Kat Von D left the company, but this is the Epic Kiss lipstick in the shade She Defined, and I really kind of have a love-hate relationship with this color. So I think I'm gonna keep it because I do love the formula. It still smells really good. I just brought it into my collection not that long ago, and it also has a whole lot of use on it. But I'm gonna make it a point to get more use on it so that I know wholeheartedly how I feel about that formula, because, or that color, because I like the formula. I just don't love the color. I have kind of a love-hate relationship. Look at these mattes. Look at how they're just sinking into my my hand lines. That is why I don't want those on my lips. This is the Marc Jacobs lip crayon in the shade Send Nudes. This was a favorite for so long, and I left it in my car. Well, I left a version of it in my car, and it melted all over my car. So I went and bought another one, and I really love the color of that. So we'll be holding on to that one as well. This is a MAC Powder Kiss Velvet Blur Slim Stick in the shade Over the Taupe. Again, I really love this, even though it's matte. It's so pretty, and it's really pretty on the lips too. It has this really nice like velvety matteness to it, which is, I guess, why it's called a Velvet Blur Slim Stick. I really like it, so I will be holding on to that as well. We have the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip, and this is in the shade Raspberry, I believe. This is another one of those items that I don't know why it's in lipsticks, because I think it's more of a gloss, but I think I have it in lipsticks because of the sheer like opacity of the color. This color, can you guys see that? It's like fluorescent red. It's crazy sauce. I do like it though. It shears out really well, and it's really super comfortable on the lips. I don't 100% understand the hype of these. I do like this, but like not enough that I would go buy more. This is the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Brink, and this is a matte lippy stick, and I love the color, but I don't love the formula of the lippy sticks. So I do think that I will probably declutter this one too, but I'm gonna put it in the maybe for now. I think it's just an odd enough color that I might hold on to it. All right, this one is my Tarte Lip Surgeon's Lip Crayon in the shade Exposed. This also is old in my collection, but it's so used. Maybe I can put this into my project pan this year because I've used a ton of this. I think that there's probably not a lot left to use. Oof, that smells awful though. Yeah, that smells icky. Let's go ahead and let that one go. Okay, this one I'm not 100% sure about. This is the Rabanne Love Balm in the shade Soul Kiss, and I like it, but I can't decide if it's making my lips dry or if like the lip liner I put underneath it is making my lips dry. I do have it in my Shop My Stash right now. I have used it a few times. One time I felt like my lips were super dry coming out of it. One time I felt that they were fine. So I need to use it more to decide what I'm going to do with it. These are from Becca. We all know Becca hasn't been a brand in forever, but these are the Becca lipsticks in Burgundy and Taupe. So here we have Burgundy, and here we have Taupe. They don't smell horrible, but they also don't smell good. So we're gonna let these go. These have been in my collection since 2019. So these are very old also. Okay, this was a gift that I bought for somebody else. This is by the brand Hickey. I've never used it before. It still smells fine. It smells a little bit like birthday cake, to be honest. It's a beautiful pink color. It wasn't a color that I saw myself wearing, which is why I didn't really wear it, because I mean, look at how pink that is. But I do think, you know, I've swatched it a couple times now. It is old enough that I need to get some use out of it, or it needs to be decluttered. It is one of those products though, like this piece you can actually take out and replace. So I can buy a whole nother lipstick for it. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll look on the website and see if I can find a lipstick that I will like, because I initially bought this as a gift, as I said, so the shade of lipstick in here is not a shade that I bought with intentions of using myself, and I don't know that I will wear that, but maybe I'll look on the website and see if I can purchase a shade that I will wear and a chain that is much better than this one and start using this, but for now it'll stay. This is the Estee Lauder Pure Color Illuminating Shine Lipstick in 901 Born Flirt. This is actually one of my favorites of the year as well. I really love the shade of it, and I really love the formula. It feels so, so good on the lips, so I will keep that. And then this one is NARS Afterglow Sensual Shine Lipstick in the shade Turned On. And again, it's a formula that I really, really love, and a color that is really, really pretty. Again, kind of this like bricky red color, which if I'm gonna wear red, that's probably the red I'm gonna wear. I need to take this off of me. But I have so much left. And I want to make sure that we're not keeping like 50 of the same shades, but we can do that a different day. I'm going to take these off. This is Wayne Goss Luxury Cream Lipstick in the shade Pecan. I actually think that this is a beautiful formula. I'm not 100% sold on the color again, but I think with the right like lip liner underneath it and for contouring, it actually looks pretty. So I'm going to keep that one. These are my Melt Cosmetics lipsticks that I got with the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. I have Pumpkin King and Lock, Shock, and Barrel. And if I'm honest with you, I will never wear this, ever. I just can't see. Yeah. Also, they're kind of in here. These components are not amazing. They are so, so matte. But I do think that my daughter would probably love this. So I'm gonna declutter these because I will never wear these. They're Melts Ultra Matte. Like, look at how orange that is. I will never wear these. If these stay in my collection, I'm gonna offer them up to my daughter. And if she doesn't want them, then I am going to put them into my memories drawer. Who knows? Maybe I will need a deep purple or a bright pumpkin orange at some point. I do love the colors. I just don't love them. I don't love the formulation. I don't love them on myself. Like, I can't see me wearing these mattes because they're so matte and the colors are just crazy. And if those went anywhere, like, could you imagine this like getting all over your teeth? I would hate that. Those are gonna leave my collection but stay here. This is the Fenty Icon Semi-Matte Lip. This one is in the shade MVP, and I did get this at FLC. I can never remember how to open it. There we go. See, it says FLC 2022, so regardless of whether I keep the lipstick or no, I will always keep this component as a memory piece. But this is a crazy red. I haven't even tried it because I don't wear red, but look at how pretty that is. That is such a beautiful red, but it is so like corally red. Such a crazy red, but it is actually quite a beautiful matte formula. I'm not going to say I'm going to wear this, but I am going to keep it because if nothing else, like the Hickey one, I will find a lipstick that I will wear to put into that component. These are from Juvia's Place. This is a Mauve Moment and Muted, and I remember not loving this shade, but I wore this the other day with a really dark brown like lip liner, and I actually loved how it sat with that on my lips, how it melted with it. And it's not super, I mean, it's older, but not super old in my collection. So I am going to keep a hold of that one. This one, A Mauve Moment, is just truly a beautiful lipstick. I do love the formula of these lipsticks too. They're so pretty and go on so nicely. There's no tugging, no budging. These are truly beautiful lipsticks. Juvia's Place did a really good job with those. I have this one by Clinique. This is in the shade Mink. This is one of their Even Better Pop lip color lipsticks, and you guys can see I wore this one all the time. It is a really pretty formula. It is a really pretty color. It's like a really satiny kind of shade. It's got a nice little sheen to it, wears comfortably. I'm gonna hold on to that. These are my two of my most favorite lipsticks, so I won't be getting rid of them. This is the Natasha Denona Anita Nude and Noah. That looks kind of like muted, right? It's very similar. And I wear this one in a very similar way, so it doesn't surprise me that now muted is, but do I really need both of them? Who knows? We'll do that a different day. This one is the Natasha Denona My Dream Collection lipstick in the shade Natasha. One of my favorite lipsticks. So pretty and also so comfortable to wear. All right, friends, Bite Beauty has not been a brand in years. I wore this lipstick a lot. It doesn't smell good. This is the Amuse Bouge lipstick in Meringue, and yeah, that needs to go. It's so grippy. We all know that this is super old. My collection is a dang shame, but that's gonna go. These are all by ABH. I have Praline, Dusty Mauve, and Taupe Beige. I really like all three of these. I will be keeping all three of these. There's that one. Really beautiful, like pale center of the lips kind of shade. This one, Praline, is kind of a brownie nude. Really beautiful. A little bit more matte than that one, but still a really comfortable wear. This one, Dusty Mauve, is so pretty. I wore it one day in a Get Ready With Me. One of you guys was like, that shade of lipstick looks amazing on you. And I never thought about it, but when I was editing that video, I remember thinking, yeah, that is a beautiful lipstick. Maybe I should keep this one. Those two look like they could be amazing together. That is so matte, though. This one reminds me of Jeffree Star used to have a liquid lipstick, and I think it was called Delicious. It was my favorite liquid lipstick for the longest time. I broke down and bought a Jeffree Star mystery box once, and it was in there. It's the only reason why I have ever used anything by Jeffree Star. All right, these are all Charlotte Tilbury. I have Very Victoria, Pillow Talk Medium, and Pillow Talk. This is Very Victoria. This one is Pillow Talk Medium. Really, really pretty. It's such a beautiful color for people that don't really love a pink, which is what Pillow Talk is. And that is Pillow Talk. Really beautiful. I think, like, of my lipstick formulas, Charlotte Tilbury, Natasha, probably Merit now, but also Dior are my favorite lipstick formulas, so I will hold on to those as well. This one is by Context. This one is in the shade Sweet Motion, and I actually quite like this lipstick a lot. It's like a brand that you get in like beauty boxes, but it is actually a really beautiful formula. It feels really comfortable on the lips, so I'll be holding on to that. This one is by Mary Kay, and this is in the shade Spice of Life. I do think that I got this from going to like a Dress for Success. This was like in the bag that they gave the people that came and did presentations. This is actually a really pretty shade and a really comfortable wear, surprisingly. I don't know much about Mary Kay, but it's a really beautiful lipstick. This one is Inspiration by Bare Minerals. This is a crazy red. Is it like that red? It looks a little bit more orange than that red, but it is, I mean, clearly it's new. I haven't used it at all. I think that this one would be a good one to pass along to a friend, especially since I have a very vibrant red in my collection that I know if I need a red, I can wear this red. Now, do they look similar? I guess. No, this one looks much brighter than this one, and I know that I won't do any brighter than that for sure. Let's declutter this one. We can give it to a friend of mine who likes red lipstick a lot, who doesn't mind that it's new but doesn't have a box. These are gonna stay. These are my Hourglass Confessions lipsticks. This one is in the shade Loves All of You. And here's the thing, these last for flipping ever. I have used this so many times, even though it's like a red. I had it in a Shop My Stash or a Declutter or something like that at one point in time. I've used it a lot. It doesn't look like I've hardly used it at all. And this one is in I Woke Up. This one is newer. It's just that really pretty like pinky nude shade that you can see runs rampant in my lip collection. These two are new to me, and they are both by Winky Lux. These are called Skinny Plump Demi Matte lipsticks. I have Rose Hotel and Room Service. I'm not sure which is which, honestly. I don't think it says. This one, probably Rose Hotel, right? That is so like corally pink. And then this one, I would imagine, is Room Service. And this one, I think, is probably more my speed. Yeah, it's definitely more my speed. But I am going to keep both of them. Oh, let's do these. Listen, I know. I can hear you all through the screen. Those are Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs is also not a brand anymore. Those are so old. Get rid of those. Listen. These perform so well, and they still smell like vanilla, and they're so pretty, and I cannot get myself to let go of them because they're fine. I mean, if they weren't fine, I would absolutely get rid of them. But this is Eat Cake. You guys can see how easy that went on, how beautiful and sheeny it is. It's just such a beautiful shade. They're so pretty. This one is in the shade Sugar Sugar, and it is a lipstick that I like to put on the center of a lip look to kind of give my lips a little bit more pout. It is a really pretty, a little bit more matte than this one, and then this one is in Role Play. Now these two are sheer gels is what they're called, which is why they are a little bit more sheeny. And then the Sugar Sugar. The Sugar Sugar is a limited edition Marc Jacobs Frost. I'm gonna keep them. Like, I'm gonna keep them. I know. But they smell good. They don't smell bad. I think I'm gonna get rid of this pink one, though. I'm gonna keep that one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of that. I will never wear that color. Yep, done. Dunzo. Getting rid of that. I'm actually doing a lot better than I thought I was going to do here. I'm gonna wipe these off. Okay, I've got all these MAC lipsticks. I don't think any of these are gonna go, you guys. This one is one of their Love Me lipsticks in Bated Breath. It's a really pretty, sheeny, purpley pink. This one is also a Love Me lipstick in Joie de Verve. This one is so much fun to wear, but also I've only worn it like once. I am keeping it though because it is such a unique color to my collection, and I do love wearing it in the summer, actually, as crazy as that sounds. This one is one of their Powder Kiss lipsticks in the shade Shocking Revelation. This is a red, but it is a really pretty kind of like muted pinky red, and it has like that powdery feel to it, so it's a really comfortable wear and it's a beautiful shade. This one is one of their retro matte lipsticks in the shade Dangerous. This is not a color I love, but I don't have to keep an orange, but I'm gonna keep that orange. I'm gonna keep it. This one is a matte lipstick in the shade Marrakesh, and I actually really quite love this lipstick, even though it's a matte. Their mattes are kind of comfortable. Not kind of comfortable, their mattes are pretty comfortable, so I really like this color, and honestly I have put this orange on top of this and it's just so beautiful in the center of the lips. It's so pretty. This one is one of their luster lipsticks, and this is in Spice It Up. This is one of my favorite formulas by them. It's because it goes on more like a gloss. It is super comfortable, really nice, very pigmented, and stays for a fairly long lengthy amount of time. This is a satin lipstick in Bad and Bare. This is another one of those ones that I like putting on the center of a lip look. It is truly pretty, and I love the satinness of it. This one is a Powder Kiss in Burning Love. I do think that this is the first MAC lipstick that I ever owned. I think that this one and that one look very similar, just completely different formulas. Really beautiful. Again, this is one that I like to wear during the summer, and it's kind of vampy and really good for like the winter time as well. And this one is also a Powder Kiss lipstick in the shade Mull It Over. I have several Powder Kiss. This one, and this one are all Powder Kiss lipsticks. I do like the Powder Kiss formula. I think it's a beautiful formula. It's super comfortable matte formula. It's really nice. This one is a retro matte lipstick in the shade Ruby Woo. Now this is the red that everybody says is the best red on the planet. I think it reminds me a lot of the Fenty one, but I like the Fenty one better. This one pulls and tugs a little bit, and it is just slightly too matte in my humble opinion. But I am going to hold on to it just because it's a mini, it's easy to travel with. This is a mini Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade Icon Baby. I just got this, I think, in Gratis. It's a really pretty center of the lip, pouty lip kind of shade, so I'm going to hold on to that one. These are both Urban Decay. These are the Urban Decay Vice lipsticks in the shade Back Talk and Bad Blood. I've had these forever. They don't smell horrible, but they also don't smell good. That is Back Talk. So really pretty, maybe like an orchid. That's what it reminds me of, like an orchid shade. And then this one is Bad Blood. That is a really beautiful blue toned red, and it is, I think, the only blue toned red that I have in my collection. I don't think these have very much life left in them. I don't think Urban Decay has made the Vice lipsticks in forever, and these came into my life in 2022 as a gift with purchase. So I mean, that was a long time ago, but I'm gonna hang on to them because I really do like Back Talk, and the red is I think it's the only blue based red that I have in my collection. So this is a Pat McGrath matte trance lipstick in the shade Christy, which is a really beautiful, pretty, comfortable, really comfortable matte lipstick. And what's funny about this one is Beautiful Stranger. I did have this one in my collection in one of these like colorful tubes because it was like in a summer, like a mini summer set or something like that. And I ended up decluttering it because it smelled bad, but I was super sad about it because it's actually a really beautiful color, as you can see. And then I got it in Gratis at FLC this last year, so I was really super excited about that. So that is it. They look very similar on the camera, but in person this one is quite a bit rosier than this one is. This one is more of like a mauve tone. They are both very matte, and I don't really 100% love matte lipsticks, but we're gonna hold on to both of those. This one is by Too Faced. This is Nude Beach by Too Faced, and this is in my my planned pan. This is actually one that's in my planned pan that I think I will hold on to and just use it up this year. There's not much left in this. That's all that's left in this, and I think I can get it done this year. And I actually do truly love this lipstick formula. It's not a bad lipstick formula, so I will hold on to that. And this one is by Rose Inc, and this I got just this last year in the first Sephora VIB sale when I picked up all that stuff from Rose Inc to try the brand. This is their satin lip color in Enigmatic, and I haven't even tried it, so we will hold on to it. I do like that it is a satin formula. I like the shade. It's really pretty. We're going to hold on to that one. This is by Glamlight. This is my Chucky lipstick. I have worn this a few times. I do like the color of it. I'm not 100% sold on the formula, to be honest. It is really quite matte, but I am going to hold on to it because I do like the lipstick. So if I can get it in my lips to a point where they are moisturized enough to handle this, it does look good. I don't mind it. The rest of these are some of the Clinique Pop lipsticks. This one is a full size of the Love Pop. This one I had a mini of, and I got rid of the mini when I got this guy. I really like these lipsticks. They have a really nice formula. They're very sheeny and glossy on the lips. They stay wet. They do tend to move around though if you don't use a liner. So I always use a liner with these guys. I will hold on to that one. I do think that I could probably let this one go. This is Peppermint Pop. I mean, it's another one of those reds, right? That one is another one that is a very not blue base, so that's my blue base red. Reminds me of that one, which I got rid of, and MVP. I do think I could get rid of this one. I don't need a lot of red lipsticks in my collection. I just will not wear them. This one is the shade Bold Pop. I do think that I'm going to get rid of this one as well. I don't know. That is pretty though. And it does look a little bit more red than that one. I might hold on to that. This one is Raspberry Pop. I keep going back and forth with these, but it reminds me a lot of this one. These are also pretty old in my collection. They've been with me also since, some of them 2019, some of them 2020. These are gonna go here for a minute. This one is Plum Pop. I like that one. I do think that I have about a billion of those colors though. This one is Blushing Pop. That one doesn't smell good. That one I'm going to declutter. This one is Cute Pop, kind of an orchidy color. This one is Bear Pop. I really did enjoy this one, which is that. This one is Mocha Pop, and this one is Icon Pop. Oh, that one's a deep blue-based red. Let's see. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one, which is that color right there, right? Yeah, Icon Pop is this blue-based red. I'm gonna keep Icon Pop. Yep, it smells fine. This is Bear Pop, which is this guy. I'm gonna keep that. This is Cute Pop, which is this color. I'm gonna keep that. This one, Mocha Pop, is this one. I am gonna keep that. I like the ones with the kind of sheeniness to them. They feel really good on the lips. Plum Pop. I do believe Plum Pop is this one. No, it's this one. I'm going to hold on to that. And this one is Raspberry Pop, which is that one. I think I'm going to get rid of both of these, right? We have Bold Pop, which is this one. And we have Raspberry Pop, which is this one right next to it. Yep. We're going to get rid of these. Okay. This one. It doesn't smell bad. But I don't love the formula. I'm going to get rid of this too. All right. So out of my lipsticks and crayons, this is what we got rid of. We got rid of 19. That's a lot. That's actually a lot more than I thought we were going to get rid of. No, oh, well, 19, 21, actually, if you count these two. And I go back and forth with these because of what they are. I will never wear these. I won't. So they're going to. So we decluttered 21 lipsticks / crayons. So excited about that number. I'm actually really freaking proud of myself because, listen, my word of the year this year is intentional. And what that means to me as far as my YouTube channel goes is that I'm going to be very intentional about all the things that I'm doing, but when it comes to my collection, I want it to be a more intentional collection. And I know that that's not 100% going to be what happens all the time, but I don't want to house stuff in my collection just to house stuff in my collection. With that said, I'm going to have to go back through my plan to pan to see what I'm decluttering, figure out different items to go into that declutter, but these are what we're left with. And I'm actually really excited about this because there's so much less here. I feel a little more at peace with it, and honestly, there's nothing that's super old in this anymore except for maybe these Marc Jacobs guys. I know that they're old, but there's nothing wrong with them. They taste fine. They don't smell. Their formula doesn't seem to have changed. And these guys, did I only keep 5 of these? That's wild to me. At one point in time, I think I had like 16 of these. These guys are like from 2019. This is from 2017. That is so gross. For the most part, everything in here is relatively, not old. Not an antique is what I should say. So I'm super excited about the collection that I'm looking at right now. So that's it. That's it for lips, lip crayons, and lip bullets. So